Tonight, we hear from a woman whose husband died from a rare form of cancer and who is now locked in a battle over his life insurance policy. When Nick Hughes died, aged just 44, his wife, Susanna, expected a £100,000 payout to help provide for her and their 8-year-old twins. But the insurance company involved, Friends Life, is refusing to pay, saying he failed to disclose that he suffered from pins and needles. Nick Hughes and his wife, Susanna, took out life insurance 3 years ago in the knowledge that their family would be looked after financially if ever the worst was to happen, or so they thought. Last Christmas, Mr. Hughes was diagnosed with gallbladder cancer, and in October he died. But the company, Friends Life, refused to pay up because it said he had failed to make full disclosure on the application form. He had declared that he suffered from a condition called colitis, but he failed to tick the box which asked if he'd ever suffered from pins and needles, a common side effect of the condition. Now, doctors agree colitis played no role in the cancer. One doctor described the decision as cruel. In a statement released today, Friends Life said,
"It is clear in this case that medical symptoms were not disclosed in response to detailed questions on the application form which, had we been made aware of them, would have meant we could not offer cover. The resolution of this case is a private matter for the family involved. We have continued to liaise with them directly during this difficult time and are currently discussing the financial support that we may be able to offer."
Well, Susanna Hancock joins me now. We'll come to that final statement a little bit later in talking with you, but let's start from the point at which your husband knew he was going to die and discovered that this policy wasn't going to work.
Yes, he was diagnosed with cancer almost exactly a year ago, a very rare form of cancer. And, for the 10 months leading up to when he died in October, for much of that time he knew that Friends Life had come back to say that they weren't going to honour the insurance policy that we took out in good faith. And it had a hugely traumatic effect on him and on myself and my twins, because we knew all the time that they weren't going to pay out. My husband was determined to continue fighting, but died before he saw the final outcome, which was a great tragedy.
And I gather that, he'd got all the files on his laptop on his bed.
He had.
And he had to talk you through all these as he was dying.
Yeah, so he lay on his hospice bed the day before he died. I didn't know then that it was quite so soon he was going to die. And he literally, I was sitting next to him, he showed me the laptop. He was pointing out all the files where he left all his documents. And I've had to pull all of that information together with the help from friends to pull our submission that we'll be making to the Ombudsman very shortly. But, I'm in stages of grief. I'm trying to help my kids. I'm back at work. It's been exhausting, absolutely exhausting.
But do they have any justification in that your husband didn't tick this box on pins and needles?
I am adamant, as was Nick, that he made full disclosure on everything. He suffered from something called colitis, and he ticked all of the boxes about colitis. He advised the insurance company to contact his GP, which they did. They saw all of his medical notes, and they agreed that we could take out a policy with them. But now they're saying that because he didn't tick pins and needles, which has nothing to do with why he died...
And that's verified by the doctors?
I've been verified by 2 consultants. I suffer from pins and needles when I use my laptop too often. It's just ridiculous.
So where do you go from here?
Well, we're going to take it to the Ombudsman, and I'm in the last stages now of pulling everything together. I really just want Friends Life to honour the policy that we took out in good faith and really just to do the right thing. I'm just asking them to do the right thing.
And the matter of them suggesting that they'll help you out in a hardship fund?
They've made what feels like a very demeaning, minuscule offer that they're saying is a hardship fund, which somehow is supposed to make up for the horror that we've been through. It's demeaning, frankly.
Susanna Hancock, thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you.